I'm Robert Williams from MentalRules.com, and joining me tonight in San Antonio, Texas, at this year's Rockstar Energy Drink Mayhem Festival is Miss Liv from Sister Sin. How you doing tonight, Liv?
I'm good, thank you. Doing good.
Cool. So back in the States again for the Mayhem Fest. How's it been so far?
It's been amazing. I mean, this has been a really good opportunity for us to meet new fans or to gain more fans. And we have met so many new friends here, and all the crew and all the bands are really great. So we're having a really good time.
Cool. So Sister Sin formed in Gothenburg, Sweden in 2002. Tell me about how you all ended up playing together and what the metal scene in Sweden was like at that point in time.
I guess that at that point, it was a bit hard to play the kind of metal that we started to play because it was all about the Gothenburg sound, with In Flames and Haunted and At the Gates. And when we started out, we were a little bit more of a sleaze rock band, so that was kind of very different from the Gothenburg sound. So, but I remember we just wanted to play the music we like to listen to, and like, hey, we want to bring back that, or we just want to do that, like the really heavy metal. That's we are brought up with. So I met Dave from the band together with like old members of the band, and then they found me, and Dave like formed the band together, and we got Jimmy on after a while, and so then we got Strand like 5 years ago. We had a bad luck with bass player a couple of times, so finally we're all set.
So during the early part of Sister Sin's musical career, you also fronted two other bands in Hysterica and Into Desolation. At what point did you decide to focus exclusively on Sister Sin, and what prompted you to do so?
I think it was after my first vocal problems or vocal cords problems. I have knots on my vocal cords, and when I was singing in Hysterica and Sister Sin, and it was too much for me. It was too much. So I had and I had 1 year where I couldn't sing at all, and two bands just waiting for me. And at that point, I understood that I had to choose one of the bands. I would not be able to be in both of them. So I chose Sister Sin, and I'm very happy for that. They're my boys. I've been with them for the longest time. So.
Cool. What have you been doing on tour this summer to retain your voice?
I'm trying to avoid alcohol as much as possible. I don't drink so much. And I try to sleep as much as possible. I warm up my vocals. I try to eat good and like take care of my body and all. And it seemed to work pretty well.
And this isn't your first time touring in America. I know you've come over before in support of Doro Pesh and played some dates.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy most about touring in America?
It's like it's the fans, because the fans here are very generous. They're like they bring us stuff. They bring us presents and gifts, and they feed us. They give us beer. I mean, fans here are amazing with that. They like take you in like you're a family with them. So yeah, that's
you like
amazing.
American beer?
No, not the beer. I don't like the beer, but they buy us beer. But no, I don't like the American beer.
Who are your favorite U.S. metal bands?
My favorite U.S.
metal bands?
You just put it out there. But I have to say Twisted Sister. That's my favorite U.S. band.
Sister's great. Love that band.
Love that band.
So I know we were just talking about your touring with Doro. You even lent some vocals to her album Fear No Evil. Tell me about working with Doro. What was that like?
Doro is she's an amazing person. We have toured with her a couple of times, and she's the sweetest girl. And she's always also been doing vocals with us on one song. We did a cooperation on one Sister Sin song, and that was like so amazing of her to be guest vocals on her song. And the thing I did for her, that was a couple of years ago. I think it was like a lot of female vocalists in Europe, and I don't know if they're American, but in Europe. So she wanted them all on that record, and I'm very happy that she asked me.
Cool. So I also really enjoyed your cover of the Udo song 24/7. I know, of course, two members of Udo jumped on stage with you guys.
Yeah.
Have you got any feedback from Udo on your take of his song?
Yeah, I mean, we toured with him a couple of times now, and he's like, every time we tour with him, he's like, you have to do 24/7. So we play 24/7 when we play with him because he asked for it. So apparently he seemed to like it.
Black Lotus, your fourth full-length album, was released last October through Victory Records. What are some things that you'd say inspired you from a lyrical standpoint on Black Lotus?
Well, since Dave writes the lyrics, I can't really answer that question. But I mean, he writes the lyrics, and that we all like, topics that we all care about, and it could be like situations back in Sweden. It could be politics. It could be like just the world or whatever. That's different kind that inspire him. I can say that, but I can't say so much more.
So this is your second or third release for Victory?
It's the fourth.
Fourth?
Yes.
Wow. And how did you originally sign with Victory? How did that come about?
That was, I think it was Dave that he just sent an email to Tony and said, "Hi, I like your label, listen to my band." And Tony replied 2 hours after and said, "I fucking love your band, I want to sign you." So that was pretty cool, actually.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
I always thought Victory was more of like a hardcore label.
Yeah, I mean, they are. So we stand out a little bit from the rest of the bands. But
For sure.
they're good. We like them.
Have you guys started working on any follow-up material for Black Lotus, or you just touring? and
No, we're
exploring
touring.
now?
We're going to tour to the end of this year, and then we're going to start writing new material.
Very cool. And who would you say your personal metal influences are as a vocalist?
I would say that is Rob Halford. Rob Halford, Dio, and Dee Snider.
Very cool. And were you classically trained as a vocalist, or you just picked it up on your own? How'd you get into it?
No, I picked it up on my own. I don't have any training.
Very impressive. So what's next for Sister Sin after this current Mayhem Fest wraps up? You guys going back to Europe, doing some
Yeah,
festivals?
we're going back to Europe, doing some festivals, some shows in Scandinavia, in Europe, and then we're going to do a European tour later this fall.
European tour this fall. Awesome. Well, hey, thanks so much for taking the time, Liv, to talk metal today. Any last words for your fans watching at home?
Well, buy the album. Come to our show. We want you there. We love our fans.